Have you ever wondered what kind of beautiful magic hides inside the dreams of a fairy Pokémon on a quiet, starry night? Deep within a hidden valley filled with glowing pink blossoms and winding crystal streams, a peaceful world was getting ready for sleep. An adorable electric-yellow mouse creature with glossy black eyes and distinct rosy red circular cheeks named Pikachu was sitting quietly on a soft, woven hammock, watching the silver moonlight dance across the grass. The air was filled with the sweet, calming scent of wild lavender. But something very unusual was happening in the center of the meadow. Resting on a bed of velvet moss, a beautiful, pure white and pink fox-like Sylveon was drifting in a deep, magical slumber. Her long ribbon-like feelers were wrapped gently around her body, glowing with a soft, pulsing light that released tiny, shimmering fairy sparkles into the cool night air. Why had this cheerful Pokémon fallen into such a sudden, unbreakable sleep? And what beautiful secret was hidden beneath her glowing ribbons that only Pikachu could uncover? Pikachu leaned forward, his long pointed ears with black tips wiggling with curiosity as he hopped down from his hammock. Beside him, his gentle grandmother, a sweet orange and cream Raikou, wearing a soft hand-knitted shawl, looked at him with a warm, knowing smile. She pointed toward a brilliant, heart-shaped pink crystal resting near the sleeping Sylveon, which was slowly losing its magical glow. If that ancient crystal faded completely, the beautiful glowing flowers of the entire valley would lose their light forever. To save the valley and unlock the mystery of Sylveon's dream, Pikachu needed to find a rare golden dream berry that only grew in the deepest part of the Whispering Woods. With a brave nod, Pikachu picked up his little glass lantern, its warm golden light cutting through the creeping shadows, and stepped onto the dark forest path. A cool, gentle breeze rustled the leaves above as he began his quiet nighttime quest, completely unaware of the funny, giant obstacle that was waiting for him just around the very next corner. The cool night air moved gently through the thick trees, carrying the sweet, heavy scent of sleepy flowers as Pikachu walked deeper into the Whispering Woods. His tiny, velvety feet made soft, rhythmic thumping sounds against the damp grass, and the warm glow from his glass lantern cast long, dancing shadows on the mossy tree trunks. Every now and then, a group of bright green fireflies would float past his long, black-tipped ears, guiding him down the winding trail. Pikachu kept his glossy black eyes focused on the path, thinking about his sleeping friend back in the meadow. He wondered how much time he had left before the heart-shaped crystal lost its magic completely, and what kind of dream was playing inside Sylveon's mind. But just as he turned a sharp corner past a row of glowing blue mushrooms, a massive, deep sound shook the ground, making the little yellow mouse jump back in surprise. Sprawled completely across the narrow pathway was a colossal, dark teal blue and cream-faced sleeping blocking the trail like a giant, furry hill. Snorlax was fast asleep, his massive, round stomach rising and falling slowly, and a peaceful, contented smile sat on his large face. Pikachu tiptoed closer, his lightning bolt-shaped tail twitching nervously as he tried to find a way around the enormous Pokémon. But the bushes on either side were much too thick to push through. The only way forward was to carefully climb over Snorlax's giant, soft belly. Holding his breath, Pikachu stepped onto a massive plush paw and crawled onto the cream-colored stomach, balancing carefully so he wouldn't make a sound. But right as he reached the very top, Snorlax let out a sudden, deep rumble in his throat and took a giant, involuntary breath before Pikachu could react. The sudden movement launched him right off the bouncy stomach like a tiny trampoline. Pikachu flew through the air with a helpless squeak, his arms flailing, before landing plop directly into a giant soft pile of dry autumn leaves nearby. He disappeared completely under the crunchy brown leaves, leaving only his long pointed ears sticking out. Snorlax didn't wake up at all, but he let out a huge, wholesome snore that created a giant, shimmering sleep bubble from his nose, floating gently into the night sky before popping with a soft click. Pikachu popped his head out of the leaf pile, blowing a small leaf away from his nose as his rosy red circular cheeks sparked with mild embarrassment. He looked at the giant sleeping obstacle, giggled quietly to himself, and carefully slid out of the leaves to continue his quest toward the strange, frosty light glowing just ahead. What could be causing that icy chill in the middle of the woods, and would he find the golden berry in time? The air grew noticeably cooler as Pikachu walked out of the thick trees and into a quiet, hidden clearing. Up ahead, a strange, beautiful sight caught his eye. A magnificent crystal tree stood in the center of the clearing, its branches frozen in a delicate layer of winter ice that glimmered under the starlight. Hanging from the very top branch was a single, beautiful golden dreamberry, glowing with a warm, sun-like light. However, a thick, frosty mist was swirling heavily around the base of the tree, creating a freezing barrier that made it impossible for Pikachu to get close enough to climb it. Pikachu paused, his distinct rosy-red circular cheeks tingling from the icy chill, while his long black-tipped ears drooped slightly as he looked at the high branch. He knew he couldn't waste any time. Back in the valley, the heart-shaped crystal was losing its light, and his friend was still trapped in her deep slumber. Pikachu stepped closer to the freezing mist, but the biting cold made him take a quick step back. He needed a clever, gentle way to clear the frost without hurting the beautiful crystal tree or damaging the delicate golden berry. Sitting down on the grass, Pikachu closed his glossy black eyes and began to gently rub his rosy red cheeks together, slowly building up a soft, comforting warmth within himself. Instead of releasing a wild, bright spark, Pikachu carefully channeled that cozy, gentle energy directly into the base of his glass lantern. The lantern began to pulse with a bright, soothing golden light, casting a wave of pure, gentle heat across the frozen clearing. Pikachu held the lantern high, directing the warm beam right at the swirling frosty mist. As the comforting warmth touched the ice, a soft hissing sound filled the quiet clearing, and the heavy frost began to melt away into tiny, shimmering water droplets. The icy barrier completely vanished, and the crystal tree began to glow with a beautiful, golden light. With a happy squeak, Pikachu climbed up the smooth, warm branches and carefully picked the golden dreamberry, holding it safely in his paws. He looked up at the stars, knowing it was time to race back to the valley. But what would happen when he finally brought the magical berry back to the sleeping Sylveon? The warm, golden dreamberry glowed softly in Pikachu's paws as he ran out of the whispering woods and hurried back into the hidden valley. The silver moonlight was fading into a deep, dark blue, showing that morning was not very far away. Pikachu sprinted across the soft grass, his long pointed ears pinned back against the wind, his eyes fixed on the center of the meadow. The heart-shaped pink crystal was pulsing very weakly now, its beautiful light almost completely gone. Beside it, the pure white and pink Sylveon lay perfectly still, her long ribbon-like feelers wrapped tightly around her body as she remained lost in her deep, magical slumber. Pikachu rushed up to his sleeping friend, breathing heavily, and gently placed the glowing golden berry right next to her tiny nose. For a moment, the meadow remained completely quiet and still. Then, a rich, sweet aroma of wild honey and sun-warmed fruit began to lift from the golden berry, swirling gently through the cool night air like tiny, invisible ribbons of light. As Sylveon breathed in the comforting scent, the beautiful secret of her deep sleep was finally revealed. She had not been trapped by a curse. Instead, she had willingly used all of her own magical energy to keep the valley's crystal alive, protecting the beautiful flowers while she waited for a brave friend to bring her fresh strength. The moment the magical scent touched her, Sylveon's long, beautiful eyelashes fluttered open, revealing her bright, joyful eyes. She let out a soft, happy yawn, stretching her legs out gracefully as the heavy weight of sleep lifted away from her. A magnificent wave of bright pink and golden light exploded from the heart-shaped crystal, instantly restoring its powerful magic and making every single blossom in the valley glow brighter than ever before. Sylveon looked down at Pikachu, a warm smile spreading across her face, and gently extended her soft ribbon-like feelers to give the little yellow mouse a tight, comforting hug of gratitude. Pikachu's rosy red circular cheeks sparked with pure happiness as he hugged his friend back. With the valley saved and the mystery solved, a beautiful, heavy sense of peace washed over the entire meadow. The cool night wind slowed to a gentle whisper, and the stars blinked sleepily in the sky. Pikachu, Sylveon, and gentle grandmother Raikou snuggled closely together on the soft velvet moss, wrapping themselves tightly in the warm hand-knitted shawl. One by one, the tired friends closed their eyes, their slow, steady breathing matching the calm rhythm of the sleeping night. If you loved following Pikachu on this magical rescue mission, please click that like button and subscribe to our channel for many more cozy, peaceful bedtime adventures. Close your eyes, little Pikachu. Good night.